Hi, I'm Joe Lazu. Welcome back to KCZIN. Go to the website, become a supporter to keep our message of pro-independence alive. So, you know that the Democratic Party has been a place where our people have been very connected to for the past 50 plus years. And in doing so, we want to give an assessment as to what has been the result of us being part of the Democratic Party for the past 50 to 60 years. Well, surely a lot of expectations were given early on. More of the discussion that was given is about equality and civil rights. That was a big issue. So let's track the record of the 60 years and the promises that were given by the Democratic Party to our people. Well, so here we are living in a society that still has 30% poverty for our people. And they tell you that the reason that exists is because you can't wipe out poverty. It's just impossible. That's number one. Number two, we talked about giving justice for what our ancestors have gone through. We call that reparations. And here we are 60 years from now, and that hasn't occurred. That's number two. In addition to that, they said that we are going to attain equality by being and supporting the Democratic Party. And in fact, when you look at the actual median income in this country at $65,000, and our people are getting paid $32,000. So clearly that has not even occurred. That's number three. And of course, there's the issue that we have always had when it comes to policing. And back then we protested just as well. And in fact, there was a lot of discussion about settling this issue, resolving it completely. And here we are now, 60 years later, and the issue has actually gotten worse to the point that we had to have marches and protests for an entire summer in 2020. And in reality, what we got was a few settlements, like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor's family got some settlements. But overall, of all the people that have been killed throughout that time frame, nothing. So that hasn't happened either. And that's number four. And then there's the issue of having authority and power within Congress, which is primarily having representation that is recognized within at the congressional level. And ever since, we've had the Black Caucus, and they've been, of course, providing that service for our people. And of course, when you look at their history in 60 years, not much legislation when it comes to really meaningful changes for our people has come out of the Democratic Party when it comes to the Black Caucus. So that hasn't even occurred either. So all five of those issues are still unfulfilled after 60 years of promise of telling us that they will fulfill these for us. So 60 years. Now, you're going to say, well, that's the way things are. And in reality, it's not the way things are. It's just the way the things that we have accepted. Why are we required to accept that type of record as a political party that we give our allegiance to? It's impossible to continue to live under that party and expect better results for the next 60 years to come. Meaning that it's time to leave. Time to leave because they have proven that they cannot do anything. And there's one major component that's undergirding everything that I just meant to you. And that is about how they have decided to treat you. So the contract that they made with us is that we are a minority. And that is a permanent status, meaning that when the whole pie of America is sliced, many people get different slices, but our portion of that is not a slice, but a crumb. That's right. Our participation or the rewards for our loyalty and allegiance to this political party is receiving a crumb. And the Democratic Black Caucus refuses to challenge that. And as a matter of fact, they are the proponents. They're the ones that lead the discussion that we should continue to support this party because look at all the crumbs. Now, they don't call them crumbs. They call them victories. They call them successes. A crumb It's not a victory, neither is it a success. And that we continue to support them and the Democratic Party. They want your money for donations. They want your time to volunteer. And most importantly, they want your vote to keep them in power. And this is what you get after 60 years of giving money to the Democratic Party, giving money to the Black Caucus, volunteering for the Black Caucus and the Democratic Party, and voting for those Democrats and the Democratic Black Caucus. This is what 60 years have given us. A lot of problems. Even with the president that we got from our people was not even able to provide for us what we needed. He could not provide those 5 things. So it's time to leave that party. Clearly, we need to stop depending on other people, right? The Democratic Party, we joined them about 60 years ago in large numbers. So it's not our party, it's their party. Republicans have their party. Now it's time to join our party, the Mohali Party. You must join the Mohali Party. If you are tired of living in crumbs and your elected officials cannot give you an answer outside, well, that's all they can give us. Why do they feel like they have to depend on other people saying that's all they can give us? Why can't we give ourselves? Who gives them? Nobody. They give themselves. So why can't you have your own party and give yourself what you need? And that's why it's critical that we have this political party, Mohali Party. Without this party, the continued existence of living with just crumbs will not dissipate. It will continue. In fact, it may even get larger than what it is today. Poverty will continue to increase for our people. Our education of our children will continue to be dismissed. In fact, incarceration will grow. And the killing of our people by police is going to get in larger numbers in the next 3 to 4, 5 years if we continue down this path of complete lunacy. To continue to support a party that does not help you is absolute lunacy. You are better than what they offer you. You do better on your own, on our own party, the Mohali Party. With these 5 issues that I just discussed, are not simple small items that they vote upon every 5 to 10 years. No, with our party, these are the high priorities. And the party will fight for them ongoing, every day in Congress, all day long. That doesn't exist today in Congress. The Mohali Party is going to provide that service for you. They're going to represent you. They don't care about the Democrats. They don't care what's important to the Republicans. They have their priorities, they have their agenda, we have ours. They fight for theirs, we have to fight for ours. It doesn't exist in the Democratic Party, we gotta let it go. You have a party that supports everything that you represent, everything. There's no other place to get it. Join the Mohali Party, support our candidates, vote for our members, and most importantly in 2022, vote Mohali Party, and we will get everything that we want.